Good morning, class. Good
Morning, Ma'am Timtim. It's nice to see you this morning, Mabuhay.
Okay, before we will start our class debate this morning, may I request everybody to stand up for prayer. Make sign with the cross.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
The Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven, holy be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Do not bring us to the test, but deliver us from evil. Mother, Father, and
This morning, we will witness the two parties for our class debate on their topic, this house supports death penalty in the Philippines. Now, I will give the floor to the moderator to discuss the topic.
This debate will come to order. The resolution before us today is, this House supports the death penalty in the Philippines. Representing the affirmative side as first speaker, Lisan Delta D. Bar. The second speaker, Ofeo Faith Y. Ariana. The third speaker, Stella Marie Dina. Representing the negative side as first speaker, Elisha B. Villalba. The second speaker, Lily A. Aguasa. The third speaker, Christian Gabriel Beazer. On behalf of the House, I would like to express a sincere welcome to our judges, Mrs. Margaret A. Sugayo as Co-Principal 3, Mr. Gigi Pimbraso as Co-Principal 1, and Mrs. Jean Jordope. Our current people will be Aline May Bundeo and Reggie Ochu. And I, Aaron Jarcesito, am our moderator. This will be the flow of our debate. The first speaker from the affirmative side will give a 5-minute constructive speech. Then, the first speaker from the negative side will be given 3 minutes of examination. Then, the first speaker from the negative side will give a 5-minute constructive speech. Then, the first speaker from the affirmative side will be given 3 minutes of examination. This will be the flow also for the second and third speaker from each team. Are there any questions?
None.
I call upon the first speaker to introduce the affirmative side's case for 5 minutes.
To our adjudicators, to my fellow teammates, to our competent opponents, guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The topic of our debate is that this House supports death penalty in the Philippines. We define the topic as capital punishment, or death penalty is the sentence of death or practice of execution handed down as punishment for a criminal offense, especially heinous crimes. It can only be used by a state after a proper legal trial. The affirmative team supports death penalty in the Philippines. Now, in this debate, the parameters are as follows. Who? Criminals committing heinous crimes because we believe these crimes are worthy of death penalty, such as drugs, rape, murder, homicide, etc. Where? In the Philippines, because this is where the heinous crimes are committed rampantly. And since we are Filipinos, where else do we live? In the Philippines. There are tendencies that we become victims of these heinous crimes. When? In the present times, because we live in the present times. Why? Because the criminality in the Philippines is getting worse based on the news nowadays, locally, national and international. 1. The focus of the debate should tackle only the advantages and disadvantages of death penalty at any aspect. Today, as the first speaker, I'll be talking to you about how death penalty deters crimes and how these executions prevents the accused to commit further crimes. Our second speaker will be talking about how death penalty will helps the victims' families achieve closure and helps alleviate the overcrowding prisons. Our third speaker will rebut and sum up our team's case. I am going to discuss how death penalty deters crimes. My first point is that death penalty deters crimes because the state has a responsibility to protect the lives of innocent citizens. And enacting the death penalty may save lives by reducing the rate of violent crime. The reasoning here is simple. Fear of execution can play a powerful motivating role in convincing potential murderers not to carry out their acts. While the prospect of life in prison may be frightening, surely death is a more daunting prospect. Thus, the risk of execution can change the cost-benefit calculus in the mind of murderers to be sold that the act is no longer worthwhile for them. In short, the death penalty can, and thus, save the lives of innocent people. Now, to my second point, these executions prevents the accused to commit further crimes because the death penalty is the only way to ensure that criminals do not escape back into society or commit further crimes while in prison. Putting dangerous murderers in prison endangers other prisoners and the guards who must watch them. The other advantage of execution is that it prevents the possibility of an escape from prison. Even the highest security detention facilities can have escapees. Thus, the only way to be absolutely certain that a convicted murderer can no longer hurt others is to execute them. So to our adjudicators, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, our team believes that with these arguments, we support death penalty in the Philippines. Thank you.
I will now give the floor to the first speaker from the negative side to give a 3-minute cross-examination. For the first speaker in the affirmative side, this is my question. Clarification. Will death penalty hinders the rights of criminals to life as stated in Article 3, Bill of Rights in our 1887, Philippines Constitution, and as declared in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights?
Do murderers think of that when they kill innocent lives? Do drug pushers think of that when they sell drugs to innocent people? Thus destroying their lives? No! That is why, as I said earlier, the state has a responsibility to protect the lives of innocent citizens, and enacting the death penalty may save lives by reducing the rate of violent crime.
Report, capital punishment is a fundamentally wrong as a cure for crime as charity is wrong as a cure for poverty. To the panel of adjudicators, to my teammates, to our opponents, guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The topic of our debate is that this House supports death penalty in the Philippines. We agree with the definition given by the affirmative team. However, we, the negative team, do not support death penalty in the Philippines. Today, as first speaker, I will be talking to you about how the death penalty can produce irreversible miscarriages of justice and how state-sanctioned killing is wrong. Our second speaker will be talking to you about how the death penalty can produce irreversible miscarriages of justice and how state-sanctioned killing is wrong. Our third speaker will rebut and sum up our team case. The first speaker of the affirmative team has tried to tell you how death penalty deters crimes. This is wrong because there are many reasons to doubt
think many criminals may actually find the prospect of death penalty less daunting than spending the rest of their lives suffering in jail. Death by execution is generally fairly quick, while a lifetime in prison can be seen as a much more intensive punishment. He or she also said that these executions prevent the accused to commit further crimes. This is wrong because it is not impossible for people to commit further crimes while on death row. Those sentenced to death may be even more eager to escape prior to their execution than those awaiting life in prison. So it is not true that execution necessarily prevents further crimes. I will be discussing about how the death penalty can produce irreversible miscarriages of justice and how state-sanctioned killing is wrong. My first point is that judges are imperfect, and increasing the stakes of the verdict can pervert justice in a couple of ways. First, implementation of the death penalty is often impacted by judges' social, gender-based, racial biases, disproportionately impacting certain victimized groups in society and adding a certain arbitrariness to the justice system. My second point is that the state has no right to take away the life of its citizens. By executing convicts, the government is effectively condoning murder and devaluing human life in the process. Such acts violate the right to life as declared in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and the right not to be subjected to cruel, inhuman, or degrading punishment. So to our adjudicators, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, our team believes that these arguments we do not support death penalty in the Philippines. Thank you.
I will now give the floor to the first speaker from the affirmative side to give a 3-minute cross-examination.
First speaker of the negative side, this is my question. If the state has no right to take the life of its citizens, isn't it also not right of the state to take away other rights of citizens? Like, for instance, the rights to movement, association, and property rights from convicted criminals?
For the first speaker of the affirmative side, this is my answer. They also don't have the rights because it degrades the dignity of humans. It's just inhumane. They still have rights. They are still citizens.
We thank the member for her remarks. We shall now hear the second speaker from the affirmative side for their case.
To our adjudicators, to my fellow teammates, to our competent opponents, guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The topic of our debate is that this House supports death penalty in the Philippines. We, the affirmative team, supports death penalty in the Philippines. The first speaker from the negative team has tried to tell you how the death penalty can produce irreversible miscarriages of justice. This is wrong because the fact that judges are prone to several biases is not a quote inherent or unique to capital punishment. If there are racial or juridical issues in sentencing, these are likely to present themselves just as often in cases where the punishment is life in prison. It is equally problematic for people to die or spend decades in jail for crime that they did not commit. This error suggests that judicial process may need some reform. Not that the death penalty should be abolished. Implementation error that result in discrimination can and should be corrected. He also said that state-sanctioned killing is wrong. This is also incorrect because a just state regularly abrogates people's rights
something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leave. It's time to